Well, there we have it. Brand new titles for 2026. Slightly shorter than the drum and bass ones, so you won't all tune off before I've even got to say hello and good evening. A massive thank you on this occasion to the right-hand man himself, Woody, for all of his hard work putting those together. And that leaves me to say cheers, happy Friday, everyone, on what is birthday week here at FRI HQ. Yes, thank you to those who noticed and sent me messages. My birthday on Wednesday. It's Mark's birthday today. It's Joe's birthday tomorrow. FRI is getting another year older. And yes, it does mean that the majority of FRI parents seem to get fruity at some point over Easter because there are a lot of January birthdays. What's in store tonight? I'll be honest, I don't really know because in essence, there is nothing to talk about. Swindon Town have played no games. Swindon Town have no game to play. They have signed no players. They have sold no players. Clem has done nothing. Nothing has happened. What are we to talk about? But needless to say, we will still make a show happen one way or the other, and we are relying on you as much as ourselves to make it happen. And hopefully, you never know, make it even last an hour. Good evening, Mike, who is first in the comments. Are you having new titles every show in 2026? If we could, I would, but nobody has the time for that. Nobody wants that. And I actually really like what Woody's done with that new one. So until Spotify tell us we can't use that one anymore, I hope to keep that one. As always, we are live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on X. So wherever you are watching in the world, on whatever platform you are choosing to watch on, thank you very much for choosing FRI. And please do get involved. I've got a very difficult sounding and convoluted game to kill some time if required. Mike has given us a topic already. We will come to this in a minute. Adam Murphy has gone back officially now. You can discuss that for an hour. Yes, after his, 2 appearances. Can't wait to discuss that. We are due to be joined by, in total, 4 fools this evening. Myself included, that is. But at the moment, there is only one. Oh, no, I say that. There was only one, but a second has just appeared in the lobby. We will give him 30 seconds to get himself in order while we say hello and good evening to the man who created those wonderful titles. Good evening, Woody.
Good evening, Fifey. How are you?
Very, very well. Thank you, sir. Yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Is my sound okay? Because Mr. Mike Dixon said that my sound was very loud last week, and I've got a different pair of headphones on.
You sound very clear to me.
Good. And to second answer Mike's question there about having new titles, after what felt like 15 hours it took me to put those pictures together and put them in sync, and then all sorts of different things to go with it and all the transitions and all that, I don't plan on doing that ever again, let alone every week. But no, I'm glad you like him, Fifey. The other one was really good as well, obviously, but we just needed to make it a bit shorter, didn't we? And I didn't succeed very well in doing that.
It's given me a massive amount of respect for what Ned and Craig have done before us, because between me and you, I think we've spent accumulation of about 28 hours, at least 2 different apps, and various shared folders and conversations to get to the point of having what we demonstrated on Monday and today.
But as much as I love what Craig did with the titles a couple of years back, we were waiting for a long time for new titles to come from Craig. So you and I think we need to give a little bit of credit. It only took us a week.
Yes, I will do that. We have, of course, got the traditional intro question. And as we have time to kill, I am going to do 2 today. And I will start with you, and then we will ask our fellow fool who now looks to be ready and raring to go. So 1, a lot of the country in the last 24 hours has seen snow, although I'm led to believe Swindon seemed to miss it, is what I gather from what people tell me.
Well, we always do.
Well, I say that about Leicester, but we actually had snow. Not a lot of it, but we had snow.
I think the copious amount of rain yesterday meant that even if we did have snow overnight, it wouldn't have set anyway. So I was fearing. I was driving back from Stansted yesterday, and I was fearing that this big snow bomb was going to just approach at some stage. But it did feel Baltic out there. I was out at Oxford City earlier this evening. I was with the Chippenham Boys Academy, and they were playing Oxford United. And my God, that was cold. My God, I kicked the ball. I wasn't sure if I had kicked it. Like, I kicked the ball back to one of the players because my feet were that numb. I wasn't sure if I had kicked the ball or not. But no, we haven't had it here at all, really. We had a little bit earlier in the last week, and then that was it. But I don't like snow, so
thankfully, we also have our resident OX resident in the lobby waiting, so we can ask him what it was like in that area. But today's 2 intro questions. One, because of the amount of snow in the country in the last 24 hours, what is typically your favourite thing about snow, if you have one, to give you an idea? I always, as a kid, I didn't mind a snowball fight. Obviously, growing up in Scotland, we saw a bit more snow than perhaps people from Swindon did, so I didn't mind a snowball fight. I also didn't mind sledging down a hill. That was always good fun. The second intro question, as it is birthday week at FRI HQ, with so many of us turning another year older this week, what is your favourite old school party game? I was always a fan of a properly good pass the parcel, personally. So before we get our OX resident on, what's your favourite thing about snow, Woody?
Well, I hate the snow, so I'm going to be really crap here. I can't stand it, and I like snow to look at, like, for about 5 minutes, and then I remember the crap that comes with it, and the fact that our country just comes to a complete standstill when it snows. When we don't get it half as bad as half the countries in the world. So I guess actually what I do like is all the excuses, being in HR, all the excuses that people come up with that they're snowed in, etc. And then I see on social media that they've driven to their nearest park and started throwing snowballs and building snowmen and all of that about. So that's probably my favourite. But unfortunately for me, snow just always brings bad news. So I am a bit of a Grinch, I guess is the right term for snow.
And your favourite old school party game?
I loved musical chairs. Absolutely loved musical chairs, because if you played it right, that could turn into a wrestling match. It was brilliant.
Okay, so here's the thing. So I asked this question at work earlier, and musical chairs got a lot of love. And I said, as a kid, musical chairs is epic. Teenagers into adulthood, chaos. And definitely someone is leaving injured. Yeah,
I might do it at my wedding, to be fair. We'll have a bit of musical chairs going around the table.
We're officially dropping the W-bomb live on air.
Well, Alicia already has. For those who follow Alicia on Facebook, and I was tagged in on it. She's already said that it's in 300 old days or whatever. So,
ladies and gentlemen, it's official. Woody's getting married.
Anyway, thank you. Just no, we're buzzing. I'm buzzing.
You look buzzy.
Oh, I am. Sorry, I thought you said something. No. Yeah.
I said the Paul's WhatsApp chat's been buzzing, but you also spoke, and then you just kind of went. We're talking about the wedding announcement, and you look like you're in some sort of.
I'm so excited for this wedding.
I mean, to be fair, I know that it had nothing to do with it, but on behalf of me trying to find things to fill time today, I'm buzzing that you announced it this week.
Thanks, mate. I had it in mind. I had in mind that we might need something to talk about.
Nothing else to talk about.
One thing's for sure, we're not doing anything at Swindon because it would ruin it probably. Although I did say we are getting married on a Saturday, and I did say, you know what's going to happen, don't you? Oxford will get relegated, and the Swindon versus Oxford home game will be on the same day. That is 100% what's happening.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. That's what we'll do. Right, let's say hello and good evening to another fool waiting to have his say on anything we can come up with. Good evening, Nick.
Hi, good evening, folks. How are we?
Very well, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, all good this end of the country.
Good. Did you have snow yesterday?
No, we had a slight bit of, well, I couldn't even call it sleeting. A few snowdrops on the window, and that was it. Plenty of rain. So much rain that I've had to second time empty the water butts, and what a criminal thing that is to do. So we've had so much.
I'll be honest, and this shows how much the real man Nick is compared to the modern youth that is me. I don't even know what a water butt is.
It's a big container that takes the water from your gutters.
The big water tank thing. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sound. Thank you for
they were at the house when we moved in, so I can't take any credit for them. But they're just a pain in the ass because I have to empty them all the time.
You would have heard the intro questions, Nick. What is your favourite thing about snow?
As a kid, snow was okay, but I can remember one winter going down a hill on a sledge, and it was one with the wooden struts and the metal brackets, or whatever you would describe, metal runners.
Yep.
I got my hands caught under the runners going down a hill at speed. Oh, geez, that was as painful could be. So, but I mean, that was just my fault, obviously. But yeah, snow as a kid was okay. Snow, when you're working, when I was working, had a job at Ink Pen, which those in Wiltshire would know is high up on a hill. It was on a Saturday, 7:30 appointment. Left my house, which is well over an hour away, to go to this appointment. And I get in there, it started to snow, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. Anyway, got there. The bloke was more sensible than me for the appointment because he didn't bloody turn up. So I thought, oh, great. So we knocked it on the head, come back. When we were going there, the dual carriageway vehicles were sliding all over the place. So we come back via Newbury services, get a coffee. It took me 9 hours to get home because of the A34 with lorries jackknifing. The snow was that deep by the time I got home. I had to abandon the vehicle and walk Christ knows how long to get home. It was that's the worst snow I'd seen for a long time. So yeah, when you're working, snow is especially if you're working outside, snow is an absolute pain in the ass. As kids, yeah, it's great. Sledging, snowball fights, building snowmen and all that, brilliant. But not as a working bloke outside, no.
And what's your favourite party game?
Well, Woody's already said it. Yeah, it's got to be musical chairs. And like you say, as kids, it was fine because he probably wasn't as rough as it. You played the game reasonably properly. The older you got, like you say, just become a war. Get out, and it didn't matter who it was, male, female, out. You're gone.
Everyone's getting in.
My chair. Yeah, my chair.
Should we put an early petition when it comes to summer content in amongst all the World Cup games for a FRI musical chairs, and that's all it is?
Musical chairs. No. There will be too many injuries. Can you imagine it?
Imagine Nick between me and Joe.
Between you and Joe, or you two and Joe. Oh no.
The final four is just a battle off between me, Woody, Joe, and Ned.
Oh, that'd be great. I'd pay to watch that, actually.
It's less musical chairs, more old school bundles.
Yeah.
Musical sofas, it will need to be, I think. The amount of times we'll be jumping up and down on those chairs.
They need to be sturdy, that's for sure.
Sensational. Well, look, guys, let's cover off the facts, and then we can get into what I described as a very difficult sounding and convoluted game for you, because that's all we've got to discuss today. As we know, Swindon Town, their FA Cup third round tie with Salford tomorrow has been postponed because heaven forbid it's going to be somewhere between 1 and 5 degrees in Manchester area over the next 24 hours. Oh no, frozen pitch. So what that does mean, if you haven't seen the news, is instead of playing Salford away, 7 days later playing Salford at home, we now get Salford at home, 3 days later, Salford away. Buzz it, Tuesday night in Salford. Woody, I saw your reaction to the news in the WhatsApp chat. You took it about as well as anybody.
Yeah, I kind of get the sentiment behind being cautious of the travelling fans, but sometimes it is almost embarrassing when you're the first game to be called off, isn't it? Because I don't know. I haven't actually looked this evening to see if any more games have been called off. It'd be even funnier if no other games have been called off. And I was chatting to somebody yesterday, and the weather map actually goes like the warnings go around Manchester. So between like I think quite far north and then all the way down to Manchester, there's no warnings in that area. So those warnings have kind of developed a little bit more recent. But yeah, and then I just got thrown off by their statement of saying that they had put the heaters on and the covers and all of that. And then they're still saying that then they said because of the sub-zero temperatures that are planned, but there's no sub-zero temperatures planned, or forecasted. Sorry, not planned. But
what I can tell you is, according to Sky Sports, and I'm only looking at the FA Cup because it will say postponed on League 1 and 2 if, like, for example, Swindon are in the FA Cup. We are the only FA Cup game currently postponed for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't get, and you know what? And I don't know whether Nick, you kind of agree. It just makes me suspicious. It just makes me kind of like, I know, don't get me wrong, they're a professional football club, right? Allegedly. So you'd kind of think that they should really be playing every game, or playing every scheduled game. It's not like a Sunday league game going, do you know what, we got a couple of injuries this week, so should we pretend the pitch is frozen? and all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just not a fan. I think, and I haven't seen Holloway's reaction to it either. I'd be very surprised if he's.
I'm sure he's buzzing. He always likes a postponement.
Well, yeah. I mean, he would definitely be saying it should be called off tomorrow, not today. And it was so early as well, wasn't it? It was like 12 o'clock, and it makes me think, if they actually made any effort to try and de-thaw the pitch today, when it's not sub-zero today, so it will stay de-thawed once you've thawed once you've thawed it out. But yeah, it's a shame because we've got to remember we didn't play last weekend either.
No.
Excuse my kids shouting at each other. But yeah, so now it just makes you worry about whether this is going to hinder our season a little bit. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse, but we're now going to be playing, like you said, we're playing Salford back to back. We're playing Tuesday, Saturday, Tuesday again. When we've just kind of got over that period where we were playing quite a lot of games midweek. And then obviously Harrogate's a couple of weeks later on a Tuesday night as well. So it's just, yeah, I hope it doesn't derail. I'm sure it won't because I feel a lot more confident than I would have the last 4 or 5 years. But it's just annoying. And I feel for the fans that have made plans to go up there.
So, Nick, this is what I was going to say. I've already seen it's Barnes, isn't it? And the official supporters club who arranged the stuff. But I've already seen there was 3 coaches set to go. They're all having to be contacted. Whatever crowd was heading up, it's now going to be on a Tuesday night. So at best, it's going to be half of what was going. It's very rare Swindon get to the 3rd round of the FA Cup, and no matter what we thought of the draw, it was a tie that we could go in thinking we still can, obviously, but a tie we could go into thinking we could win this. And now half the people potentially are going to be able to see it because it's going to be on the Tuesday night. On the positive, and if I am looking for positive on this, Nick, we're in the hat for the 4th round.
Yeah, but that could be good or bad. But there's lots of things. What I don't understand is why didn't they leave it till 9 o'clock in the morning? Because then, obviously, probably the club would have travelled up today anyway. I'm assuming, but 9 o'clock in the morning, that leaves plenty of time for fans to travel. For the majority of fans who would go in for a 3 o'clock kickoff, they could have left it till 9 o'clock. I mean, there's series where they're waiting till they get their £500,000 new striker in the team now. Whether he's cup tied or not, I ain't got a clue. And the best one I've heard is, I
believe just on that one, I believe if he wasn't registered in time to play tomorrow anyway, he wouldn't be allowed to play on the Tuesday night.
Okay, good. And the other thing is, I read was that Gary Neville's got the because it wasn't on TV. I'm sure that's not true. Yeah, but yeah,
of course it probably will be now.
Well, it will be. Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
I mean, I posted on our WhatsApp saying, well, that's not a bad thing because at least we're not playing them 2 Saturdays straight on. And like when he said, what are we doing? Saturday, Tuesday. Oh, for Christ's sake, that makes it even worse. So, but let's get that league win.
What they might as well do,
important thing.
They might as well ask the FA to reverse the FA Cup tie, play it at the county ground, and they just stay in Swindon for a couple of days. If they're already there on Saturday, they might as well just stay there. I do believe half of what you said was true, Nick. I think Gary Neville has got the hump, not because we weren't on telly, but just because Roy Keane and Sturridge made him look stupid last night on Sky Sports. So he's probably still.
No, I didn't see that. Didn't see that. So okay, yeah. So yeah, it's annoying. And like you say, I guess it's also because we'd have had as many fans in the ground as they would have had, because we had over 1,000 going, according to the report. So and now we'd be lucky to get 400, 500 possibly. But and that makes a big difference to an away side. You know, 1,000 Swindon fans in that ground where it is fairly cramped. The atmosphere from the away fans would have been brilliant. I mean, I went there when I think the last time I went there, we won 3-2. Absolute cracking game. That's when Doyle scored a couple, and I think Doyle. I'm not sure what it was, Yates. I can't remember, but yeah. So that's going to hinder us. But the important thing now is let's just stuff them next Saturday.
Yeah,
that's what we need to do.
A game which I will be attending because I've got a ticket for my birthday. Let's go.
So we gather. Excellent.
Woody, on the point that you were making, though, and it is something interesting to consider, in this busy festive period that everyone talks about, on the one hand, Swindon are now going to be very well rested. Not playing last weekend, not playing this weekend. But equally, we've discussed this over the years before. There comes a point where there's almost too long a rest. The Ian Holloway definitely wants these players playing. Players definitely prefer playing than training. And we've seen this season alone what happens when they get enough time off. It all fucking falls apart the next game.
Yeah, exactly that. And I think the only plus that we've got, in my opinion, is the fact that some of our injuries, that's another week sketched into it, so to speak, because obviously you've got Tom Wilson-Brown is back on the training ground now, which I think is fucking brilliant news. And you know, so there's a few others. Obviously, I guess, although it's the same amount.
Running again.
Sorry?
I saw Butterfield was running again. He's on his own. He's far away from playing, but he's Butterworth. Sorry, yeah. But he's running again, isn't he? I saw.
Yeah. So there's I mean, that will be a positive. Another one potentially will be, you know, because of the Tuesday Saturday games. Although it's the same amount of games, we'll get Ollie Clark back on the pitch quicker. If that makes sense.
Why will we? Because it's still the same amount of games, technically.
Yeah, but the games are now in a shorter period, which means we get him back on the park, because they're now Tuesday, Saturday, rather than waiting Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday. You know, we've got those games get ticked off quicker, which means we get him on the field quicker.
Yeah, time frame, it'll be quicker.
Time frame, yeah. So the time frame, so he's not sat on the sidelines for a lot longer, because he's got 4 games left. 3 or 4 games left of his ban.
4, I think.
And also, I think that means that, I think Harrogate on a Tuesday night might be the one he might be back for, potentially. So maybe not necessarily a bad game to have Ollie Clark back in the lineup. So, but yeah, no, but other than that, injuries, I agree with you. I think there's no good time to have a big rest period. That's why the winter break doesn't happen. You know, there is always such a big pushback every time clubs or the FA or FIFA put forward about having a winter break in the English and the European leagues. That's why they don't do it, because they don't want that. They don't want that big gap in between games. And I think, you know, and again, Holloway wants that momentum to continue. And you can quickly lose a momentum regardless of how good your last couple of games were, if your last couple of games were 3 weeks ago. So, yeah, but hopefully, I mean, I don't know what did Salford play last weekend. I can't remember, but, you know, they might be in the same situation. But obviously, we've got Luton before that. We're now going into Luton cold. So, the other things.
Do you think that changes? Sorry to interrupt. I was just going to say, do you think that changes Holloway's approach to that game in terms of
what I was about to say next is exactly the answer to that question. Is that is Holloway now going to be looking at Luton? I think he would have still gone strong against Luton anyway, but will it have as many changes as we might anticipate or would have anticipated? Because he's going to want to get players back on the field again. So. Again, it's an opportunity for me. I feel that Holloway to earn his crust a bit, his bread and butter, so to speak, of how does he manage this situation. He got over, and in my opinion, apart from the MK Dons game, he did quite successfully over the Christmas period, considering everything that we had. I think he passed that relatively well. He's now got the opposite challenge where he's had no games, and we're still going into an important period of games.
But the other positive.
Sorry, Nick. I was just going to jump in just to clarify on Woody's point. Because they weren't on telly, because it was only the televised games that played. Salford were also postponed last week.
What I was going to say is the other positive is that we've got 3 new players coming in, so that'll again give them time to get up to Holloway's tactics, and we may see some of them on Tuesday night, which might be a good game to blood them in. Obviously, you probably don't want too many changes, as Woody said, where we haven't played recently, because the team is fairly settled, and there is a core there. That if we put that core team out, there's no reason why we can't get a result there. But should make us even more determined to get some out of it, because they should be busting their gut for a game of football.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And another week goes past where scouts can't watch Finley Munro.
Well, yes, quite. In terms of games that are available, or at least currently available to you this weekend, obviously, we know Swindon isn't playing tomorrow. We heard from Maddie and Hannah on Monday that there's no Bassett game on Sunday. At time of streaming, I'm still led to believe, and I have had a quick check to see if I can see anything, Swindon Town's women's game on Sunday at the county ground is still going ahead, as far as I'm aware. And Corsham, I believe I'm right in saying, Woody, are also still going ahead on Sunday.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything to say much different. To be fair, if people want to get their football fix and it is on, the Swindon game will be a good one to go to, because, again, Swindon have just come out of their winter break. So I don't think it's going to be
Bournemouth in the Cup, am I right thinking?
Bournemouth in the Cup. Yeah, Bournemouth obviously top of the Southern Division, so top of the league above. Swindon, I think it's a nice little warm-up ready for I can't remember when they got Charlton in the
Charlton's
FA
the
Cup,
weekend after.
The weekend after. So, yeah, I think that's probably maybe a warm-up activity for that in some ways, or it could be a glutton for punishment. But I think if you want to still get your football fix in, it could be a good one to go watch. We didn't put Woody's pick of the week, did we? But
you could play it if you want.
Yeah, go on then. Why not? Just because we haven't heard it for a couple of weeks. Nick's bugging off.
Yes, he's having none of it.
Class.
I just love the solid ending, like
the solid ending. Yeah, I didn't do very well on creating that one as I did the intro, did I? But yeah, no. But Bournemouth, Swindon. As much as I got a feeling that I think Caution might be off, but I don't. Rich isn't on the show, so I'm not.
And Rich was adamant. Rich really wants their game to carry on Sunday.
Yeah, because they got Brislington. Who aren't doing particularly well. Caution, obviously, it does feel like I'm trying to think of the last time they played in the league. But
just 6 weeks ago now.
The last time they played in the league, was 30th of November. they'll be desperate to themselves to get a game going. But I just got a feeling that there is rain forecast for the weekend. If it's already saturated, Caution called their men's game off on Saturday, I think about an hour before kickoff. So it doesn't fill me with a load of confidence. But obviously Dan and Rich, etc., will want to get that game on. But unfortunately, not enough to be my pick of the week. I don't think you can tear away from a top of tier 3 side against. They should be top of tier 4, but they're not because of games played. But so two good teams, and obviously Bournemouth and Swindon have got a good rich history of playing against each other throughout the last few seasons. So I think all going well. I might even pop down if it's not too cold myself, to be fair, on Sunday. So with the kids, so we'll wait and see.
A little word, Nick, on the news that probably not so much a surprise, but Adam Murphy has officially gone back. His loan deal has been terminated. Unfortunate, you might suggest. He never really got an opportunity to excel in a Swindon shirt, largely due to being injured and international call-ups. On the odd occasion he did play, he was all right though, wasn't he?
Yeah, the first game I saw him playing, and I can't remember whether he started or he come on as sub. Probably come on as a sub, but I thought he looked really good, really busy in midfield. Really got stuck in, added that extra bit of bite in there. And and I thought he was going to be a good player for us. So it is a shame that he's got the injury, and it's probably the best thing he goes back to his parent club. They can sort out whatever the issue is. But I think he would do well. I know Holloway says a lot, and he said if he could, he wouldn't hesitate about signing him. So I think there is a decent player there. So shame, but I guess that's the life of a footballer, isn't it?
No, absolutely, and I echo those comments. I mean, Woody, we were all there for the Tranmere game where he started, and he was kind of the surprise inclusion in the starting lineup, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not sure about this," but I thought he had a really steady game and actually quite impressed a few people.
Yeah, he's one of those midfielders, isn't he? That he's kind of a jack of all trades, master of none in midfield, isn't he? And I have to admit, I was skeptical when we signed him because I thought, and I said the same about Knight Labau, I thought they were a bit kind of last minute kind of panic loan signings almost. And obviously Knight Labau's flourished since then, arguably. And then and Adam Murphy, like you say, the injuries played havoc to him. I think he would have. It's a shame because when you look, you think with Clark out, he might have been the ideal person to step in Clark's place. Or rotate the midfield so that it fits him in. So it is a shame, but unfortunately, though, that is the risks when you go on loan to a club, isn't it? That if you do get injured, there is a high chance you're going to be going back. So I do wish him all the best. But I wouldn't. I think he probably could hold his own in League One, as could the majority of this squad. If we do get promoted, I wouldn't say no to.
Wouldn't be upset if he came back.
But whether he would or not, I don't know what his ambitions are with Bristol City. But I wish him all the best. But despite him being injured for a lot of it, he still did more for me than Prince Will. So
carry on with the football chat. Mike did ask earlier, what chocolate do you all have left over from Christmas?
So I didn't get any chocolate for Christmas.
What?
I was devastated. I didn't get any chocolate for Christmas. So I have, the kids have a little bit left over, but I have no leftover chocolate. I have lots of coffee syrups, like hundreds of coffee syrups, but no, I don't even have them. They're mainly for Alicia, but no chocolate, unfortunately.
What's yours is hers, as they say. And
I've done quite well. I've still got half a box of Toblerone individual sweets, chocolates. So that's quality.
In my house.
Yeah, I've got. I had a box of Turkish delights, and I've still got some of those left over, which I know everybody loves Turkish delights.
In fact, this is the rarest where I'm on the outside here, because if I remember rightly, Woody does like them, so I'm very much in the minority.
Yeah. So well, there's included in a little box. There's a bag of mini Turkish delights, which I haven't got into yet. So that's to go. And because I was looking after my grandson, because my daughter ended up with flu, and could hardly get out of her bed, and so she bought me more chocolate. Great big massive bar of Cadbury's fruit and nut. And that's still sat in the fridge. So I'm well stocked up. So it's all good.
Good work. Most of my Christmas chocolate's gone now. I have lots of Christmas biscuits left over, which haven't been eaten. And I'm also, where I haven't been well this week, a lot of the sort of food stuff that I got for my birthday hasn't gone. So I just opened up today this giant dairy milk bar. And as you can see, I've not really got very far through it. I think I'm two rows down.
Cadbury's is the business, isn't it?
Yeah. Although I'll be honest, I like a lot of the variation dairy milks more than just the generic dairy milk. Like you said about the fruit and nut, I love the dairy milk whole nut as well. Even dairy milk caramel, I would probably pick most of them over generic dairy milk. Dairy milk Biscoff's really nice, and the underrated one for me, dairy milk dime, or for the modern people, dairy milk dame, because apparently it's not called dime anymore. But yeah, dairy milk dame is really good. But yeah, I'm very grateful for this, and tonight has been the first night this week that I've actually made myself tea because I've felt well enough to do so. And I've eaten 2 rows of a chocolate bar, so I'm clearly on the mend.
Excellent, good news.
I was shared a post earlier, and I'm interested in your thoughts because I made a comment on behalf of Swindon Town on this. So it was to do with Doncaster, and you'll all be familiar with Chal. And the comment was made that if Doncaster got relegated but won the Virtue Trophy, would it be deemed a successful season? And he said, yes and no. It's very difficult to say because you can't deny it's not success if you've been relegated. But if you've won a trophy, you can't say it's not been a successful season. I saw this when it was posted in a group chat that I'm in, and I said, if Swindon fail to get promoted but win the Virtue Trophy, that is not a successful season. No. Would you agree with that statement?
100%. Yeah, it's. We have to get out of this league for it to be a successful season. If you win a trophy, that's a one-off and a bonus, great. But unless it's something like the FA Cup, which is obviously a different level, which we'll get nowhere near. But yeah, Virtue Trophy, nice. Well, no, don't even go there in a moment. I don't like that sort of thing. Being in the hat and not being in the hat, sort of, or being in the hat and not being in the actual.
Did you know full well we are actually drawing like Spurs away and then
exactly. Yeah, that would just be the pits. Yeah. But no, if we don't get promoted, doesn't matter how far we go in the FA Cup, the Virtue, it's not a successful season. Period.
Okay, Woody, would you agree?
Yeah, I think the way I measure success is how you achieve your objectives, and it's very clear that our objectives is to get promoted this season.
Promotion.
So, that's come from everybody at the club. So if we didn't get promoted and we won the Virtue Trophy, I wouldn't say it was a bad season. I wouldn't say it was necessarily a failure, but I wouldn't say it was
It's been unsuccessful.
It's yeah. So if we don't get promoted, it's an unsuccessful season, in my opinion.
Yeah.
We are at the halfway stage of the league campaign, and our friends at Gills in the Blood have posted their halftime report on the league. By all means, once this is finished, go and watch that if you want to see what he's had to say about all of the teams. I was asked my opinion on Swindon. I was asked to grade it old school grades, A star to F, how our season's gone so far. I decided to say it's been an A. Can't really complain, although as a fan I will do. Do you think that's a fair grading, Woody?
Yeah. Again, if you had said to us at the beginning of the season that where are we in the table now? Second? Yeah, second 2 points. I don't know if I would have said snap your hands off if you said we're 2 points behind Bromley. No. But I definitely would have said if you had said to me at 24 games, so over halfway now, at 24 games, you're second, and I think I was listening to Low Strangers the other day, and they said, typically, and it'll probably be a Swindon thing to do to fuck this up, the teams that are in the top three kind of at Christmas would normally end up in the playoffs as a minimum. So although I don't want to go up through the playoffs, I don't want to be in the playoffs at all, I feel very positive that we're in a good position. So yeah, I'd say not quite an A-star, because I feel that I'm only going to give an A-star if we're top of the tree. But
clear, not just top, but top and clear.
Yeah. But when you look at, we've won.
How many missed opportunities we've had, yeah.
Yeah, but we've won 14 of 24 games, so I'm pretty content with that, to be fair.
What we've struggled with, I've noticed, is the midweek games, and ever since someone predicted that our squad was so good, we wouldn't lose a midweek game. That seems to be where we struggle. Nick, would you agree? Is A fair?
It depends what criteria you're using. Overall league position, yes, A is fair. The quality of football, probably B plus. Well, because some of it's been really good and some of it's been not so good. But as they say, if you play bad and you win, that's fine. Injury wise, we've had a hell of a lot of injuries, had some serious injuries. We got players out. Obviously, Glatz is out for the rest of the season. You've had Minton, Smithy, Butterworth, long-term injuries. So from that's a negative. And there's still the behind-the-scenes stuff. As a club, there's issues. So if you're just looking solely on league position, yeah, I'll go along with you. But there's other things that you can factor in and put a different spin on it. So depends if you're a politician or someone who just looks at one thing and will pick that one out. And yeah, that's where we go.
Okay. Well, look, let's move on to some fun and games, shall we? You two are experienced and well-travelled, well-educated and intelligent Swindon fans.
Is there somebody else on the show? I'm trying to see.
I expect you.
Hang on, look. Reg will agree. He's joined me tonight.
I expect you to do very, very well at what I described as a very difficult sounding and convoluted quiz. It's basically higher or lower, and you can work it's up to you whether you want to work as a team or you want to work against each other. But let me explain what I've done. Oh, wait, no. Before that, they're here. We have news. If you've been listening to the new titles, you may have gathered. But the January window is not just open to professional football clubs. It is also open to semi-professional podcasts. And Fools Rush In decided
semi-professional?
Well, we're certainly not professional, are we?
I was thinking lower than semi-professional.
We decided that we needed extra reinforcements. Yes, 14 of us to do 2 shows a week was not enough. We needed a 15th. And after a successful trial period in the Christmas special, we decided to offer Barry a place on Fools. And here he is to make his first official appearance. Good evening, Barry.
Good evening, all. How are we doing?
Very, very well. Thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad. A bit cold after tonight, but we're getting there.
Yes, I could. Woody was saying that he earlier that he was in Oxford with the boys' team under 12. He said it was bloody cold. I can only imagine how cold you both were tonight training as well. Conditions not the best, I'm sure. Firstly, welcome officially as part of FRI. Oh, hang on.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
No, it's
the little shadow that's joined me.
Well, always we are a family show, despite the language used half the time, and we always like to have the opportunity to say hello. We'll let her get warmed up and rehydrated first, though. Clearly, is the case. Barry, I was just asking the guys before you came on. About halfway through the season, how would you rate Swindon's first half of the season?
Darn sight better than last year, that's for sure.
Fair.
As it's been fairly enjoyable. There's frustrations as always, but much better.
Absolutely. Completely agree. Completely. I like that he's so conscious because of what happened in the Christmas special that every time he finishes talking, he's muting himself.
I don't have any headphones, so I feel like I need to, and I haven't had a chance to ask the question of how it all works.
Well, at the minute, we can't hear ourselves coming through, so you're fine.
Oh, happy days. We'll just leave it on then.
Until it all falls apart. But yes, it's all good right now. It's all good right now. And you've come at the perfect time. So I was just about to explain a really difficult game that we're going to play to fill some time tonight.
Okay.
So, so the first question is: do you want to work as a team or do you want to work individually? What do you want to do? Barry,
let's have a bit of competition.
You want a bit of competition, yeah. Right? I will put a scoreboard in then.
Yeah.
So we've got Woody.
Just so I can finish my usual bottom end.
Okay. So what I have done, and I'm going to caveat this by saying, so pay attention. We have added some numbers together. I have used Google Maps to work out how far in miles every League 2 ground is from the county ground. Okay. On top of that, I have taken what Bing tells me is the attendance of each, is the capacity of each of those stadiums. And I've added the numbers together. So to make that clear, if a ground has a 10,000 capacity and is 10 miles away, the number will be 10,010. Okay?
Jesus.
I know. This is what happens when Salford postpone the game while I'm at work and I've got no time to prepare.
Bastard, Salford.
So to give you an idea, and I caveat this again by saying, I haven't fact-checked these numbers in the sense of, this is just taken straight from Google Maps and Bing. So to give you an idea, the combined number for MK Dons in terms of capacity and distance from the county ground equals 30,565. They would be the highest in League 2. The lowest would be Newport, 5,118. So you're not going to have to guess those. So we are going to start with Bromley, okay? And what I will do to gather who gets to go first is I will ask you what you believe the number to be. Actually, that could be a better game. Instead of just higher or lower, what is the number?
Who gets the closest?
Okay. Whoever gets close.
Oh, sorry, 5 feet. For some reason, my sound just went, and I missed the last 10 seconds of that.
Okay, that's fine. We've changed the game. We've changed it. We've decided this is better, haven't we, Nick? So we're going to go closest wins. So it is what is the number for that team? Okay, as opposed to higher or lower, what is the number? So you have to combine miles, ground to ground, and stadium capacity. Whoever gets closest will get 5 points. Whoever gets second will get 3. And whoever is last will get 1. I will go for the first team in alphabetical order. And that's as you are known, not at what your actual name is. So Barry, as a B, you get to go first. What is the combined number for Bromley?
7,600.
7,600. Okay. Nick, you are second.
I'm going for 5,300.
5,300. And Woody?
I was going near where Nick was, but I think it's slightly lower.
Okay.
I'm sure Bromley have a stadium capacity of 5,000 because they had to increase it when they got promoted to the minimum. So I think, and it's Bromley, London, I'm going to go 5,150.
5,150. Okay, so the total number meaning Nick gets the 5 points for being closest. Woody gets 3 points for being second, while Barry gets 1 point for being furthest away. The official number is 5,259.
Ooh.
There we go. So now we're into the game. We will let... so Barry, you are losing now, so you can go first again. The team you have to pick is Salford.
Ooh, 220. Yeah, 0.
6-2.
6,200. Okay. Woody, you are next.
Another team that would have had the minimum capacity, but maybe slightly more. I'm gonna go. Is it just there? Just there, isn't it? I'm just checking. Just from County Ground to Salford.
Yeah, it's not. It's not back again. It's just County
Okay.
Ground to Salford.
I think it's about 180 miles, isn't it, to Salford? So I'm gonna go 5,900.
5,900. And Nick?
I've got 6,250.
6,250. So, there's a 50 difference between Nick and Barry. Although that is irrelevant because Woody picks up the 5 points for this one. And therefore Barry picks up the 3 points and Nick 1 point because the official number is 5,279. There we go. So after 2 rounds, that means Woody is now ahead on 8. Nick is on 6. Barry is on 4. Nick, you lost that round, which means you go first this time. The team is Harrogate.
Harrogate.
Good evening, Lady Joe. Hope you're well.
Thinking how far was it when I drove up there? I think 5,220.
5,220. Okay. Barry, you're next.
I'm going to go smart. 5,223.
He's learned the art of the shithouse already.
Oh, come on! You can't come in shithouse on your first appearance.
Woody.
I should know because me and Joe were supposed to be going there last Sunday. I think I'm going to have to go similar to Salford again. 5,000, I think, is the capacity roughly. And then I'm sure it was 160 miles-ish, maybe more. So I'll go 5,180.
5,180. I can tell you, one of you is very close. One of you is very close.
Woody then.
So the 5 points this time goes to Nick, who guessed 5,220. The official number is 5,214. He was 6
what a
out.
miss.
Blimey. That must have been the drive up there.
My master's right. That means Barry picks up 3 and Woody 1.
Wow.
In this round. Barry staging the comeback already. So that means after 3 rounds, Nick now ahead on 11. Woody is on 9. Barry 7. Woody, you lost that round, so you get Crawley.
Oh God.
It's how I've kept all the similar sort of numbers together.
Yeah,
as well.
this would have been really hard for a higher or lower, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
All right, I'm confident Crawley will have more than the others, though. So let's just say 6,000 for Crawley there. And fucking hell, I was in Crawley the other day. How many miles did I put on?
Yeah. How many miles do you claim? Not how many miles was it?
Not how many miles was it? How many did you claim?
Yeah, how many did I claim? Yeah, how much was good for the tax form? Right. I'm gonna go 6,000. So 6,100. I'm gonna just go for
6,100. Barry? Oh no, he's in the middle of something at the minute.
He's busy doing Pepsi.
The Pepsi fiend arrived. 6,450.
6,450. Nice. And Nick?
And I've actually written this down, so I'm not copying Woody. I've got 6,130.
6130. Well,
Okay.
there's a fair difference between you all there. The official number for Crawley, according to Google Maps and Bing, is 5676, which means Woody picks up the 5 points.
5,
Nick
6.
gets, yep.
I thought their stadium was a lot bigger than that.
Barry,
Wow.
1. So it's all change again, as now Woody and Nick joint top on 14 points apiece, while Barry has just the 8. Again, I claim no accuracy in these numbers. It was very swiftly put together using search engines. So before all of our Crawley fans that watch our show say our stadium's bigger than that, Woody's right, blame Bing.
Yeah, but you
Barry,
just say it's the mileage that's wrong.
Oh no, Google Maps won't be wrong. I use Google Maps all the time.
Oh, well, depends what route they take you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I should have said it did say fastest current route as of 90 minutes ago.
I look at 4 different ones and then just put whichever one's the highest mileage on my forms.
Yeah.
Barry, you lost that round, so you get to go first this time. You're going with Barnet.
One I haven't ticked off.
That's in February on a Tuesday night, Woody. Do you fancy it? Because I've already booked a half day.
Wow, every time we play Barnet on a Tuesday night, I lose bets. So.
5322.
5322. Okay. And Nick?
I've gone 5205.
5205. Woody?
I'm sure their stadium is nearly 7,000. So let's say 7. Let's go 6.5, 6,400 for the stadium capacity. I was literally at Barnet Services, South Mims, the other day. So let's go.
How many miles did you claim for that one?
Oh, I didn't, because I went a bit further. So I think it was about 90 miles at that point. I don't know why I'm taking this so seriously.
Yeah.
So let's go 6,100. No, sorry, 6,600. Sorry, 6,600.
6,600. So we got 5205, 5322, and 6600. One of you is very close. Very close indeed. The official number given to Barnet, 6590. Woody was 10 away.
Well done,
and I
Woody.
did say, so what we saying? We reckon the stadium must be 6.5.
Hang on. I've
it'll
got
be
the
a nice rounded figure,
I've got the
'cause they're a
screwed
round
up piece of
stadium.
paper where the numbers added up. Hang on. So according to, if you really want this broken down, according to Google Maps, it's 90 miles county ground to the high.
because I was near there yesterday. South
And 6.5 for the capacity.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Sometimes driving for work, sometimes as much as it was horrible yesterday, it's worked in my favour tonight.
So that's 3 points to Barry and 1 to Nick. Congratulations, Woody. You did very well on that one. So Nick, it's you to go first this time, and we go north this time. We're going Accrington.
Were they?
Ooh,
Exactly.
Accrington.
I think Barry's got the AA actual old school map out now, and he's plotting these places.
I was just checking because Wrexham's gone to penalties, or going to penalties.
Ooh. Don't bring your live football updates into our show. We don't do that.
They were losing as well, weren't they? They're winning.
We
as well,
always do that.
Right.
We always do random
I've
live
got-
football updates.
5680.
Nick is going 5680 for Accrington. Barry?
5470.
5470. Okay. Woody?
6 on the nose.
Exactly 6. The official number given
I wish
It's,
you'd stop saying official number because you've said you
It's not.
didn't to fact check this.
Yeah.
So
The official number for tonight's quiz, and probably completely wrong number, but it's the number written down for tonight's quiz for Accrington, 5642. So Nick claims the 5 points. And now Barry's closer. Yeah. Just had to. I'm having to do this thing where I've come up with a quiz where I now have to do very quick mental maths to see who's getting the other points. So yes, that is Accrington. Woody, you lost that one, which means you get to go first this time. Fleetwood.
Oh, lovely Fleetwood. God, how many miles was that though?
We all had good fun in Fleetwood, didn't we, boys?
Yeah.
Too many miles on the way home.
What did you say?
Too many miles on the way home.
Yeah, especially with a stop via Gloucester. So again, I reckon just over 5,000 capacity. Must have been about 180 miles, possibly more. Yeah, I'll go 600 just out. Pure
Okay.
shit.
Barry? Barry?
Oh, sorry. 5470.
Ooh, he's not gone rounded.
And Nick?
I thought their round was bigger than that, so I think they have a new stand, and I'll stick with what I've written down.
Yeah, but it's literally the size of the centre circle.
Is it? I'll still stick with what I've written down rather than change it. 6670.
67.
We'll have none of that nonsense here.
67.
The winner of this round. I'm not watching. The winner of. Hang on. This is close.
You need to start creating an Excel
Fifey's got to
spreadsheet.
work. Yeah.
This is close.
Well, we're only going to get sponsors if they can prove you can work for it, Fifey.
I believe for the first time in this game, Barry has won.
Hey!
I'm sure someone will tell me if I'm wrong.
It's because he had such a good time in Blackpool. Oh, lovely dog.
Yes, Barry has definitely won this one. The number given to Fleetwood is 5531.
Ooh.
So Nick's having a good spell of getting win-loss on his record. So at the moment, the scores, Woody has 23, Nick has 21. Barry catching up quietly on 19. There we go. Nick, you are first up. Nick, you are first up, and we are going to Barrow.
Oh, Christ. That's one of the few graves I haven't been to.
Far away.
$5,200.
5,200. Okay. Woody?
That's what I was going to go for. 5,201. They had a bit of controversy, didn't they? Because didn't they say that they could fit in like 1,500 more at one stage than they actually could? So I don't know what figure
that in, do you think?
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know whether that would have come up in the search. So I'm going to go 5,300.
5,300. Okay. Barry?
He's going mute.
I am mute. You're quite right. 5,120.
5,120. Well, let this be a lesson to all of you in disrespecting the minnows, because this is actually the highest number that we've had so far this evening. Barrow is registered at 6748.
Oh.
It does still, however, mean that Woody gets another 5 points.
So, yeah, I reckon that, I'm sure it was Barrow then that they, maybe that's what Bing's found then, that they added that extra. Don't know why, don't know how.
So, Barry, you are first up for Cambridge.
5820.
5820. Okay. Nick, Cambridge.
6180.
6180. Woody.
I've been to the Abbey Stadium.
Okay. How big is it?
I think it's a lot bigger than those two have said.
Okay.
So with that, I reckon they've got circa about 7,500, 8,000 capacity. And how far is this Cambridge though? So I'm going to go 8,200.
8,000.
I don't know why I've gone so for these when I think it's a lot higher than one. I could have just gone 7,000 and I still, if I'm right.
Well, Woody, you've done very impressively. Not quite as impressive as in some earlier rounds, but you've done quite impressively. Because the number associated to Cambridge for tonight's quiz, 8265. You were 65 out.
Well done, Woody.
And that's also opened you up a nice little lead. You're really starting to put the pressure on the other boys now.
How far is Cambridge?
Well, let me get the screwed up piece of paper back out.
You don't have to. I'm just thinking to myself because I'm pretty confident that the capacity is about 7,500, 8,000.
So Cambridge has according to Bing, a capacity of 8127, and according to Google Maps, ground to ground is 138 miles.
Decent.
There you go. So, Barry, you are next up. Cheltenham Town.
Oof. 6,123.
6123. Nick?
I was trying to think what the crowd was when we went there because it is their highest gate for quite some while, I believe. I don't know what it was. 5840.
5840. Woody?
Has anybody been to Cheltenham recently? The ground?
No.
The only reason I asked that, because they're called the EV Charge Point Stadium, and I wondered, do they have any EV chargers there?
No idea.
No, but they have wonderful outside catering facilities.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, I was just wondering. I'm just going to go. What were the other ones?
Barry's gone 6123. Nick's gone 5840.
I'll go 7,000
on the nose.
Yeah, because I think it's not that bad. I think it's quite high.
Well, the 5 points once again goes to Woody. The number associated to Cheltenham is 7,095.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it's a one. Yeah.
Which means 3 points to Barry and 1 to Nick. So the points at this point, Barry is on 24, Nick is on 28, but storming ahead is Woody on 38. 10-point lead. Nick, you are to go first, and we are going to the West Midlands and Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury.
You'll all be pleased to know this riveting game only has another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're halfway through the league. So you've got about 10 rounds to go.
Oh, good.
I will go 8,888.
What a number.
Nice.
Barry.
Shrewsbury's up Wrexham way, isn't it?
Sure.
Close-ish, yeah. In that vicinity.
I mean, it's north and west of Swindon.
Thank you.
Scotland.
And everything.
Barry's now taking it seriously because he feels he can catch Nick.
I don't think I can. 8,950.
8,950. Okay, and Woody?
Crowd Meadow. Been there a couple of times.
Driven past it or actually been there?
Been there because we had them opening day one year, didn't we? And I watched England women up there as well. So that must mean it must be at least 8.5. I reckon. I'm gonna go 10, just on the nose. 10 on the nose.
Okay. Well, Nick, I really liked what you did with the 8888 guess. And if you followed that method, but maybe changed it just a dot, you would have been pretty much there because the number is actually 9996. Woody was 4 away.
Who?
I feel kind of bad now.
That's another
Nick
3 points.
Nick was really creative. I was lazy.
I'll
Barry
just
has
go
closed the
10.
gap on Nick.
I'll just go
to
10
2 points. Nick, you are first to go with Grimsby.
Oh,
You've been
I've
to Grimsby.
there. I have, more than once. Grimsby.
You vlogged it for us.
Yeah, Christ, how far was
Glad you're
that?
going first, Nick, because I've never been to Blundell Park.
You ever been to Skegness?
Yes.
I went to Skeggy.
You know the rough kind of
No, I don't think I remember it.
I went to Skeggy Butlins in 1964. How about that?
My mum wasn't even born then.
Oh, for God's sake.
It's got to be. I think their ground's quite decent size capacity. 9,200.
9,200 is the guess from Nick. Barry.
9,666.
9,666. Okay. And Woody.
I've got no idea on this one. Never been there, so I don't know how big the stadium is. So I'll just go 8,500.
8,500. Nick, as the one who's been most recently, you've done quite well. I'll be honest. You guessed 9-2. The number is 9243.
Oh, get in there, Nick. Well done.
Get in. It was worth the trip.
Just to get that question right.
Twice.
So that gives Barry another 3 and Woody just the 1. Closing the gap, boys. You're closing the gap. Woody, you are next, and we go to Warsaw.
Oh, I hate Warsaw. Such a it's like, oh, that's that
It's a
big
shit
stand.
drive, shit soulless
It's
stadium.
not a terrible drive, but it's just I just feel like
It's close, but it's not close.
And that stand behind the goal alone must have about 40,000 people in it. Right. I reckon they got about 10 or 11,000 in that stadium. It is quite full. There's no terrace standings either. So let's go 11,300.
11,300. Barry.
10,400.
10,400. Oh, Nick.
I'll go with what I've written down. 11,150.
11150. So a decent range of guesses. One of you not a million miles away. The number given to Warsaw, 11,385. Woody has picked up another maximum. And that means 3 points for Nick and 1 for Barry. Nick's starting to pull away from you again, Barry. You need a few points here.
Yeah.
Luckily, you are going first.
Let Annabelle answer some of the questions.
Chesterfield next up. And it's Barry to go first. That's it. He's actually asking Annabelle.
8,250.
8,250. Okay, Nick?
9,170.
Have you been to Chesterfield, Nick?
My son tells me I have, but I don't remember it. So,
Woody, just stop consulting the map. What number are you going for Chesterfield?
Nick, did Nick give it?
Yeah, he said 9,170.
Chesterfield, that was Will Wright, wasn't it? First game of the season.
yeah.
I went. And their stadium's relatively new, so I think they would have been forward planning. So I reckon 10,000 again. And
Okay.
I'll go. How far was it? I can't remember if I drove. Let's go 10,500.
10,500. They're quite a spread guess here. The number for Chesterfield, 10,756. So that's 5 points once again for Woody, running away with this one now. 3 points.
Only on the ones I've been to, though, like Grimsby, I was fucked.
Points for Barry. That makes the current scores: Barry on 32, Nick on 40, Woody on 54. So Barry, you are to go first. As we come into the final reckoning, we've only got 7 more rounds of this to go. You'll be pleased to know.
Yay.
And one that I'm sure you'll all appreciate, one that I'm pretty sure you've all been to. So I'm expecting very good guesses here. Colchester.
Ugh. Oh my god. I've never actually been inside it.
I've never actually been there.
You've never been to Colchester?
No.
You haven't missed anything. It's horrible ground. On the industrial estate is.
Another new ground, though, isn't it? Another new ground. So
10,300. Jesus.
Sorry, 10,300.
Yes.
Okay. And then we go to Nick.
12,180.
12,180. And Woody?
Again, just going on the new stadium theory. So minimum of 10. Let's just go 10,100. Oh, somebody's already said 10,180, didn't they?
No, Barry said 10,300.
I'll go 10,180.
10,180. I'm pleased to say Barry has won a round.
Hey!
The number associated to Colchester, you were only 40 off, Barry. 10,260.
What's the ground capacity there?
Hang on, let me get the screwed up piece of paper back out.
Just keep it out, I think.
Colchester. Google Maps gives you 155 miles and Bing gives it 10,105.
Oh, something more than that.
So that puts Woody on, what did he get there? 3. So Woody on 57. Nick got 1, so he moves to 41. And Barry gets 5, puts him to 37. So, Nick, you are first up for crew.
Not League Two.
Nothing says League Two more than Crew.
Crew. Barney McGrew. Crew. 8,150.
Always go for a big dip. 8150. Woody.
Because you said he's gone for a big dip, I'm going to suggest that might not be that much of a difference to the last one.
I think I'm a bit low.
I'm going to go 10,500.
10,500. And Barry?
10,300.
He's going for 10,300 again. And he was correct to do so. Barry picks up another maximum. It was 10,284.
Nice. 16 off.
Which means Woody picks up 3. And that's just the one solitary point again for Nick. Barry, you have now caught Nick. With
Not for long, I'll fall back down.
With 5 rounds to go, Woody is on 60 points. Nick and Barry are on 42.
That's terrible.
Woody is now working out whether he can get enough points to get get Barry and Nick together. Nick, you are to go first. We're going to Oldham.
Good pies.
So I've heard.
14,320.
14,320. Woody.
I'm thinking the same as Nick, I think. Former Premier League team. So it's going to be high. Well, high for League Two. I'm going to go 13,900.
13,900. Barry. Or Annabelle.
14,100.
14,100. The correct answer, you've all gone a little bit too high, which means Woody picks up the 5 points.
Oh.
It's 13,671.
Yeah.
That means 3 points for Barry, which means he's now overtaken Nick and leads him by 2 points. Nick, you are next up, and we go to Gillingham.
Oh, they got that massive away, horrible stand, haven't they? I've never actually been to Gills.
I did it once. Isn't the away stand was originally like temporary as well?
Yeah.
Stayed there.
It's just stayed there. Yeah, it looks horrible.
Sounds like something Clem Fooning would do.
11,130.
11130. Barry.
12,072.
12,072. That's what we like. Someone playing the game properly. He's trying to get bang on the number. Woody?
12,071.
Yes.
And that's what we like in a Fool's Quiz. Someone shithousing it. 12,071. So, some quick maths here means that shithousing it has worked for Woody. He picks up the 5 points.
That's my biggest. I don't care whether I win or not now. That's my first ever shithouse, I think.
Barry actually still comes second and picks up 3 points, whereas Nick gets just the 1. The number for Gillingham, 11,716. So there we go. There we go. Nick, Bristol Rovers.
Bristol Rovers. Ooh. It's probably more than that's a really difficult one. 7,040.
Oh, really?
7,040. Barry.
Oh, now I think I might be way off.
Or is Nick making Woody think now?
So 8,600.
Yeah.
8,670.
Oh, now Annabelle.
8,670. Okay, thank you, Annabelle. Woody.
Oh man, you guys are throwing me off now because I'm convinced it's a lot bigger. I know they've got plans for a new one that was nearly 20. The plans for the new one that they want. No, I'm sorry. Like I'm going to risk it. I'm going to go 12,000.
I mean, really?
Exactly 12,000.
Yeah, just because like I'm sure it's over 10, and I just want to be as close as possible.
Okay. The number given to Bristol Rovers, 12,340.
Crikey.
Sure,
So that's 5 points for Woody, 3 points for Barry, and once again, for the 5th round in a row, just 1 point for Nick. Barry now has a 6-point lead over Nick. With 2 rounds to go.
I think the one who's winning should go first every time. Going first, it kills you.
Well, we're not changing it with 2 rounds to go.
No,
Nick, going first again. Notts County in the penultimate round.
Oh, I haven't been there.
I've been there.
That's the plus. Is I'm not going first on the ones I haven't been to.
Yeah. 15,200.
15,200. Barry. And Annabelle.
14,684.
14,684. Woody.
It's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just going to go 15 on the dot.
15 on the dot.
Just 50 people.
After 5 successive rounds of coming last, Nick has won a round.
Hooray!
The answer, you've all understated it again, 19,973.
It's big. Didn't think it's that big. Yeah.
Who's going there? It's in a couple of weeks, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Wazza keeps trying to tempt me.
And how's that tempting going?
Not very well. Now I've got a wedding to pay for.
Final round. The scores are Woody 78, Barry 52, Nick 50. So I think the only fair thing to do.
No, don't. No, don't. You can't give 50 points on the last one.
There's 46 league games in a season. So the last round is worth 46 points to the winner. Typical FRI rules.
Yeah. And we're concluding as well.
We're concluding with everyone's favourite, Tranmere.
Tranny.
And it is Barry to have the first guess. For 46 points, Barry, you can still win this.
What is second place?
That's nice.
So like in the middle.
Like they did in every other round.
It's more than that.
Oh, there's a disagreement.
Yeah. It's got to be 11, I reckon. Quickly, we want to go to bed at some point today.
11,873.
11,873.
What she said.
Woody.
Something tells me the Tranmere have got the biggest ground in the league.
Bigger than MK Dons?
Oh, apart from them, that doesn't count. So I'm going to go 15,500.
15.5. Okay. And finally, Nick.
Yeah, I don't know how much improvements they've done because the only time I've been there was that playoff semi-final. That was a long time ago. When Mr. Hoddle was there.
This is huge.
Sorry, what did Woody say?
Given it's the last round, I'm not going to repeat it for shithouse purposes.
Oh, why wasn't I listening? Bloody hell.
Considering, by the way, this game has been thrown together at the last minute, is probably factually wrong. You guys are taking it incredibly seriously.
What else do you expect?
There's a lot riding on this, Fifey.
There's 46 points riding on it.
I know.
I can't remember what Woody said, but I want to go higher than Woody said. What the bloody hell did
I said 12,500, Nick.
Is that what you said? It's more than that,
I
surely.
said 12,500, yeah, mate.
I'll go 13,000 then. You shit house.
Woody did not say, Woody did not say 12,500 is all I'm saying.
Right, I'll redo mine. I will go.
Woody, that's poor from you.
I know, sorry. If it wasn't
15,900.
Oh, you bastard.
What did you say?
Just to confirm, Barry and Annabelle said 11,873. Woody said 15,500. Nick has gone 15,900. The answer attributed to Tranmere, 16,765. Nick claims the 46 points, which takes him to 96. Woody gets 3 points, which takes him to 81. Barry gets 1 point, which takes him to 53. Congratulations, Nick. You've won today's quiz.
Oh, this is worse than Family Fortunes.
Gentlemen and Annabelle, despite the fact we've had absolutely nothing to talk about, somehow we've made this last the usual show length. For anyone still watching this crap, thank you so much. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
We will be back on Monday, where for the second Monday in a row, we are joined by some special guests. And this time it's new to FRI. We are being joined by two representatives of Man v Fat Swindon to tell us all about what they do in the league.
Oh, who is it? Oh, we'll talk about offline.
If you really want to know, it's a guy named Ben, and he's bringing a guy named Dave with him.
Yeah.
There you go. But yes, on Monday, we are back at the usual time of 9 o'clock, where we will still have no Swindon action to talk about because Swindon are just refusing to play in 2026. But we will be joined by Man v Fat Football Swindon edition. Thank you, everyone, for watching, tuning in, and your comments. Thank you to you four for joining me on screen as well. And to see us out, are you all right, Woody?
I was just thinking, have they watched our podcast and go, I'll tell you what, we've got a great opportunity here. I used to do Man.
I'm not saying.
Well. That's where I tore my
I'm not saying how these conversations started, but needless to say, I think it fits perfectly with what we do. To see us out, and thank you once again to Woody. We're going to enjoy his fantastic intro title sequence. Have a great weekend, however you choose it, as there's no Swindon Town action. We'll be back on Monday from everyone at FRI HQ. Good night.
We got Bobby on the buttons and the game piling in. It's the pod where the nonsense and the football begin. Woody's got opinions, Ben's ready to debate. Nick and Rich dropping takes that some will rate. You're listening to Fools Rush In, where the passion and the chaos win. Swindon Town pride, loud with them. This is where the game fun begins. drink, let the chaos begin.